what a beautiful film, and thank you so much for sharing your story with us. Unbelievable. And before going any further, I just wanted to say, on behalf of San Francisco, you are most welcome here. We love having you here, and we hope that you will consider this place one of your many homes in the world. Thank you. So we got to know you pretty well in the film, but I want to hear from you any initial thoughts seeing the film on the big screen for the first time, and anything else that you want to share with our audience today about your experience in the film.
Well, thank you for having me here. Thank you for coming. Thank you very much. It was intense. This is the first time I see it on a big screen. Wow. Yeah, I don't know, sometimes like we do things and we don't realize how important the things we're doing. And then later on, you just realize like, what's that mean? what made me do that? Yeah, it's just like, I don't know, like this film has a value bigger than me, bigger than my person. It's a story that I made peace with years ago, that it is just not the person me only. It's a story for every refugee who carries their stories like luggage. We just search for home. We search for belonging. And we are always the other that should be away, far away from us. But if we think about it with all the things that are happening in the world, like, as I said, like, today I am the refugee, tomorrow it might be you. You know, like, we take our safety for granted, but look what is happening in the world. So if we treat each other the way we would love to be treated, that would be really nice. Like, if we look at each other just like human beings, you know, regardless nationalities. I grew up without a nationality. Like, my blood is half Palestinian, half Syrian, but my papers are stateless. And I obtained the Dutch nationality that opened doors for me, and that's how I could come here. To live your life without the survivor mode that is always on. I'm just realizing nowadays, literally nowadays, realizing how beautiful life is without worries. So let's be thankful for our lives. Just that.
Absolutely. Hear, hear.
Thank you.
Yeah, Ahmad, your generosity and your kindness and your empathy for others comes forward so clearly in the film, and the way that you teach dance, even just the small scene at the end where you're teaching and training, it seems to me that dance is home for you, and I know for so many others. I thought that was really special in the film. Could you talk just a little bit about how this film got started, why you decided to do it, and opening up your life to something that is pretty intimate?
It is like, it was such a big decision because this is my second documentary. The first documentary was made 9 years ago. It's called Dance or Die. And I had a certain experience, like, it was not a nice experience, but it changed my life, I must say. Like the Dutch National Ballet, thanks to them. I met Sasha there, also she's here. She was the principal with Dutch National Ballet. So I'm very happy to have you here. We shared the stage together there.
Oh yeah, and this is the footage that was part of the initial news coverage, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So what you've seen in this is like, was filmed by one of the soldiers who was there to protect the journalist. And that soldier was there, you know, because we entered the Yarmouk camp when it was under ISIS control, and they're like, you go first. I'm like, sure. Fine. So I went first, and they're like, stop here. I'm like, why? He said, you see this little curtain? I'm like, okay, there's a sniper behind it. ISIS is there. So if you go there, they'll kill you. I'm like, okay, well, So I danced there, and then they filmed it. And one of the soldiers filmed it in his phone. And then at the beginning, they were making fun of me. They're like, are we all here for you just to dance? I'm like, well, you're doing your job. So, and then after that, he brought me a chair. He's like, please rest, here's water. I'm like, oh, what changed? He's like, I filmed you. And he sent it to me by Bluetooth, and he said, I would have loved to be a dancer, but look where I am now. So please keep going, continue what you're doing. I was like, wow. So that's the video you've seen, because the Dance or Die film, they didn't accept to give us the right to use the footage. So this was like, like a replacement. But then I met Lacey when I moved and all these interviews were happening. Everyone wanted to interview me. She was one of them, the director of this movie. So she interviewed me when she was a journalist, and then we kept in touch on social media. And then when I came to the US, we met for lunch, and she said, how about we make a documentary about you? I'm like, no, not again. She's like, but that's gonna help you be famous. I'm like, who told you I wanna be famous? And she's like, but your message. I'm like, okay, that's it. We can make a documentary if you promise me that we both will serve the message, not serve ourselves. She's like, yeah. I said, another thing, I want to have a say in everything. So I'm an executive director, you call that? I don't know, I'm a dancer, I don't know other things. But then I had a say in everything. I took things out. We shook each other's hand and like, let's do it. And that was a year full of drama. Up and down, up and down.
And how long was the process start to finish?
I think the whole 2023. Yeah, a full year. We started literally January. We finished around like beginning November, something like that. Mm-hmm.
That is pretty fast.
Yeah, I did a lot in that year. She was following everything almost.
Chasing you around the world with your performance schedule.
Yeah, but then going to Syria was the big challenge.
Was that challenging in putting your mom and your family on camera and bringing cameras back with you? What was that like? First of all, the camera crew who worked with me in Europe and in America and Lebanon, also she was one of them. She's like, I can't go to Syria, I have children. I was like, okay, then how do we do that? So I reached out to friends of mine. We graduated from the same theater school, and we arranged a local film crew from Damascus. So he literally came, took me from Beirut. He met Lacey, and then she explained what she wants, and then I went to Syria with the director of the film crew in Syria, and she was directing us by WhatsApp calls on the video. And she would be like, they're not listening to me. I'm like, they don't speak English. I'm translating. So if I am dancing, I have to translate. So yeah, it was a lot of work. Also, like literally, we were filming and people with guns around us, And then that was in Beirut on the beach. The people from, I don't know, Hezbollah or these people. So they were like around us with their guns, and then the camera was rolling, and Ali, I love Ali. She's the camera woman. You see the beach and the water, how she went in the water, she carried the whole equipment by herself, and the waves were pushing her, and she's like, yes, I'm gonna take this shot. Oh my God, seeing this, wow. Yeah, she's an amazing, amazing artist. So they were like filming us they were like filming me, and then these people with guns around, and I said, well, Lacey, just keep rolling, whatever happens. She's like, you're crazy. I'm like, I know. Just keep filming. So this is one of the challenges. Second challenge was when that reportage went on TV, on a channel which was, it's called Orient, and this reportage is still on. That was scary night. I was not scared for myself. I was scared for my family. Like, if any bomb will happen, it will take everyone together. So I had to book the tickets, and I had to flee Syria. This time is fleeing, not just by a scholarship from Dutch National, no. It's like literally fleeing. Yeah, it was one of the difficult things that we went through during the filming. That scene in particular, when you were in the waves, was so beautifully shot and felt like such a baptism, having gone through all of the experiences that you shared within the film. We're going to open up to any audience questions if you have any in a second, but I wanted to ask you one more time about, and it's referenced in the film a little bit, but your tattoo on your neck. Can you talk about the significance there and the story behind it, if you're open to it?
Yes, so the tattoo on my neck, it means dance or die. And the first time I said dance or die, it was for my father. When he was beating me up when I was 17 years old for being a dancer. And then when the war started, I started to receive threats from ISIS. They wanted to cut my head, and I carry my life on my neck. It's dance or die. If they would catch me and cut my head, that would be the last thing they can see from me. Yeah.
Wow. So we have a couple minutes for audience questions. If anybody wants to raise their hand, a mic will be run to you, if I can see. Oh, up there, perfect, thanks.
Checking, oh, it works, okay, great. Hello, thank you for bringing your film. I was wondering, I noticed from social media that is it in Hindi or Sanskrit?
In Hindi.
In Hindi, so it makes me wonder how you came across that phrase or the idea of doing it in that language, in that script. And yeah, you could just start there.
Yeah, thank you for your question. Yes, it is in Hindi. It's to give respect to the dancing god, the Lord Shiva.
Yes.
And it's also a message for them, like a god that you worship that asks you to kill people and execute them is not my god. My god is a dancing god. And that's why I have it as respect for Lord Shiva.
He's my god too, Nataraja, the cosmic dancer. And I noticed that you spin like the Whirling Dervish.
Yes.
And I have from a Lebanese friend who gave me a Sufi whirling dancer art.
Oh,
I brought this
beautiful.
for you, if I can give it to you.
Much.
If I may give it to you.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you. This is so sweet.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, the Sufi dance, the Whirling Dervishes, are my mother's uncles. They are Sufis. And when we would spend the summer in Palmyra, where she is from, I would see all these drums hanged on the walls, and I would witness them doing these rituals. And I just grew up with watching that. And then when I started ballet dancing with time, I was like, why don't I mix these two styles together and come up with something that can explain the Arabian culture, or let's say the Eastern culture, to the West in a beautiful way? So I invented this way of dance, and it's beautiful. I feel great when I'm dancing it. It's kind of a trance. It takes you away from this life. If you are struggling with anything, just go dance and you'll feel better.
Yeah. The circular, the spinning itself, has such a powerful effect in the film, and it's a theme that is recurring. And it seems that you're spinning a lot in your life, spinning many plates anyway. Do you feel like you're at this point in your life that you've been able to stop spinning and land? Or are you still flying through the mystic Sufi rhythms?
Yeah, well, everything that is me as someone who was born as a stateless refugee, we never feel home. I'm gonna tell you this, in Syria, that broke my heart what happened. When I went back trying to take what I have been learning for the last 9 years, and if you count the years I was dancing in Syria, 19 years, for now almost 20, of experience I wanted to go give to the country, and I was treated that way, on TV. And it breaks my heart that I am a respected artist anywhere in the world, but not among my people. That hurts. And I think that because maybe, I don't know, maybe one of the thoughts, because I don't have the Syrian nationality. and because I don't have a Palestinian nationality as well. So I don't know where do I belong. But in my heart, I am half Palestinian, half Syrian, and I'm proud of that. And I carry it with me in my daily life, in my jokes, in my house. He's laughing because I talk to him as well, and sometimes this way, and he knows some words. In the food I cook, for example, and the friends, everything. We can't run away from who we are. You know? Thank you. It doesn't mean if I have a Dutch passport, I will be like in 1 second a blondie. You know? I mean, no, look at that.
Do we have any other questions from the audience? Maybe you have time for one more before we wrap up. Right here. Yeah?
Hi, I'm sorry that the director is not here because her plane couldn't land, which is really unfortunate. But I wanted to ask her and you together, you not only speak your story, but you dance your story and you create certain vignettes that is not typical in documentaries. How did you two together decide how to do that?
That was the dynamic between me and Alisa, the camera woman. We developed this with time. Like in the beginning, like I would be dancing and then she would be filming, but I must tell you, like all the dances you've seen, I was dancing on music. I had no clue she's gonna edit it and put the story, like me talking and then the dance. That was such a brilliant way of editing, like the credit all for them. I was dancing on just music. I didn't know why this dance, I didn't know what kind of script will be on this dance or if it will be a script or anything. I didn't know. I was just dancing and they edited this way. His name Peter, the editor, and Ali was dancing with me with the camera. Like she would carry it and move with me in every movement, like as partners, dance partners. So she learned how I move and she was there all the time. Yeah.
It's beautifully done.
Thank you.
Okay, well, I think... Yes.
Thank you.
They asked to send Ahmad's mother our love.
Thank you very much. I wish she could be here someday. She might, we'll see with time. Now, like that Syria got their freedom with the new government, we have a lot of hope, but it's slow. It's very slow. I don't want to lose hope. I'm close to lose hope with everything we're seeing. I wish this will be fixed as soon as possible, or like I know it's hard to start a country from even below the zero. It was not like from below the zero. We'll see. Like when I talk to my mother and to the people there, they're happy. They have electricity kind of better than before. They have more water than before. Prices got little less. So I was like, if you're happy, I'm happy. Who am I to judge? You know, I live abroad since 9 years, but a lot of things has to be done. And we're just waiting. But this is also information here. I am going to the World Economic Forum again this January, and I am going to meet the new Syrian government. And I'll be like face-to-face asking for our rights. The first right is the right of nationality for all the stateless people in Syria.
Well, we have no doubt that you're going to be very influential when you have that conversation. The work that you're doing is so incredibly beautiful and powerful. Thank you so much for sharing with us. Please come back, perform here, dance for us, make more films.
Thank you very much.
We'll be out in the lobby if you want to have some more chatter. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you, Bravo. Thank you,
Thank you. Thank you. Keep it in your heart. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Ruben. Thank you, Bravo.